Greetings, my dear viewers. Welcome back to Minecraft Pocket Play. We are playing Minecraft Pocket Edition once again, and as you can see behind me, I have done a little bit of work on my tree farm. But that is not all I did while off camera. As one of you viewers have pointed out, I needed a starter base, and this tiny little tent was not enough for my needs. So, I did just that. Say hello to my starter base. Yes. It is another tent. A lot bigger this time. I modeled it after one of the Spruce Village houses. I actually had a picture of this over on the community page a while back before I started this series. All I did was change out the wood for wool. The spruce wood is still here. I did manage to collect some thanks to one of the wandering traders. I was able to get some spruce wood, as well as some propagules. And I have already collected some mangrove wood from that while off camera. So yeah, I did a little bit more than I thought I was going to do. The main thing I was going to be doing in this video was trying to get some iron. So I needed to prepare for a mining session. Now, originally I was going to do a little cave system that is near my tree farm, but it is a little more dangerous than I expected. So we are not going to be doing that particular cave system. We are actually going to be going over in this direction, where I have found a couple of smaller cave systems. And I just noticed my little mushroom patch over here got some more shrooms. We go ahead and harvest. Let's see. Now, another thing that I did for this starter base was put in this little farm area. Also, I've got 2 new wolves that I gotten pretty much right after the first video. But when I was doing this little starter base, I also made this little area, which has a cobblestone generator right here, with this nice little outing right here for me to fish. I'll need to put some doors on here because I had gotten attacked by a zombie once. And down here, I have a nice little dripstone farm, which I'm going to harvest from real quick. This will turn into a lava farm. I'm only going to need these 2 bits of dripstone here. And then we have this clay converter that I have slowly been building. It's going to be a 5x5 area, as you can see here. Slowly making it expand. Soon we'll be able to have all 5 of these blocks. And speaking of this clay converter, if you follow my community page, you know that I had a little bit of unexpected encounters with this clay converter. Right about here, I had encountered some lapis lazuli. As you can see here, the coordinates say we are at a Y level of 57, which I believe is a little bit high for lapis. I believe we're supposed to be a little bit lower in order for lapis to generate. But it's fine. A little unexpected, but, you know, whatever. Easy lapis. But that's not the only thing I got. I also have this pickaxe from a wandering trader, and this bow that I got from fishing, which I thought I was going to have to wait on these type of stats when I finally got my hands on an anvil. No, I just had to fish it up. So that's fun. Now, On screen right now, I am going to be showing you a nether portal that I also came across. One of the many nether portals that are in the immediate area of spawn. And thanks to that nether portal, I got the stuff here on the right-hand side. From this gold pickaxe with efficiency 2 down to this flint and steel. As well as these 3 gold ingots. Pretty cool. There was also a block of gold that I did not get yet. I wanted to make sure I had an iron pickaxe first, so I'll end up going back to that portal off camera. One of the cooler things that I got was this axe here. A sharpness 3, fortune 2, and efficiency 3 with unbreak 3. I do not remember all the different things that require an axe to have fortune on it. I believe it's just going to be the cocoa beans and the melons. I think there's a couple of other things, but I don't remember. You know what? It's probably the giant mushrooms. That would probably need fortune on it. So that is a good thing to have. I just need to get mending on it. That way it doesn't break so easily. I also got 2 different gold helmets. One of them was from a skeleton that I had killed. I believe it's this damaged one here. While this other one was from the portal. There's also this lodestone, which is pretty nice. Not really much I can do with that. And of course, I've gotten a couple of other things. Like a trident. Many tridents. So we're going to probably end up doing something with tridents at some point once I get a hold of a couple of enchantment books and an anvil. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. So, yeah. Oh, in this furnace right now, I've got some kelp being cooked up. Another thing that I had gotten from the Wandering Trader. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that as well. Just turning it into some blocks of kelp. And trading it with a couple of my farmers. Which is going to be nice. The other thing I'm going to be doing is creating some suspicious stew using some dandelions later. Nothing too crazy at the moment. So, yeah. That's about it. Yes, I got a new recipe. Okay, so now that you know what I have been up to, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my supply gathering here, and then I will go over in that direction to the cave system that I found. There are actually 2 that I plan on exploring today. I'm going to make this quick, so I will meet you over there. Alrighty, the first cave I want to take a look at is just right over here. I'm not sure how big it actually is, but it should be enough for a start. I know when I was walking around this area, I did hear some skeletons and some zombies spawn at one point, so it might, Okay, not as big as I thought. Let's see. Okay. Never mind on this one. Well, that was a waste. Alright, there's another one close by, don't worry. That was kind of unfortunate. I thought I heard some skeletons spawn in there. I guess it was only in just one spot. Alright, so right down here, in this ravine,
Yeah, right over there.
Interesting. I hear a little bit of lava deeper in this cavern, so we might have something interesting going on. Let's see. Okay, there's definitely something going on a little bit deeper in here. Oh, found it. Okay, it's good. It's good. Kind of. Okay. See the iron I need. Kidding me right now? That's interesting. Oh. Where? Run! Don't see it. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and collect. Oh, well, that's a surprise. All right. Perfect. $19 pieces of iron. Not quite enough for what I need. Might be able to find another cave to explore that isn't as dangerous. My point. We'll just park it right here. Deep slate. I actually need some deep slate, so we'll be able to mine some. Good, good. Alright, some gold. Funny how I find gold before I find iron. Whatever. Okay, found a cave. Not what I was hoping to find. Alright, let's head back upwards. And we are now done with the few days mining session. Yeah, each of those clips have been going on for a couple of days now. But I think we are done with the mining session. Now, I did not get any diamonds, unfortunately, even though I did mine down to Y-3, but I did get a lot of minerals that I was hoping to get. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stash. As you can see, we got just a little over a stack of copper, almost 3 stacks of iron, little over 3.5 stacks of lapis, 14 pieces of gold, and thanks to that witch I had killed, and a small vein of redstone I had found a little bit later, I was able to get 20 pieces of redstone dust. We also collected 38 pieces of coal. I used 2 of them on accident when creating some additional campfires for my tree farm, as I did get some more beehives to grow. So, honestly, a very impressive selection of material. And I think that's actually enough iron for our very first project. But what is the first project? Well, let's see, I need to grab a hoe real quick. But our first project, if you saw the community page, you know that I've been working on some job sites. And one of the job sites I was working on was... Of course, I don't have... Oh, it's already in my inventory. Okay, so one of the job sites I was working on was a job site for the farmers, in the form of a giant storage silo. And we have been collecting a lot of the materials necessary for that build. My original design was mangrove wood with pale oak, and thanks to various wandering traders, we've been able to get both of those sapling types. And in between those clips that I recorded, I was actually able to collect a lot of each wood. And again, we will be visiting the nearby pale oak biome because we still need to get access to resin, which is the only item that we actually need from the pale garden other than the flower, which I really don't think I'll be able to use in anything, but it'll just be something to collect. Now, another thing that we're going to be using in another build, which is going to be for our butcher, our shepherd, and our Fletcher, is going to be a barn. And one of the things that we need for that barn is deep slate, which I've been collecting a lot of. We're going to need to turn this into deep slate tile for the roof because, well, that's kind of what is used for roof tiles. Deep slate. I mentioned this a couple of months back, sometime last year. Anyway, what we need to do now is grab a bucket and... I don't think I'll need the dirt. I think this will be fine. You know what I do need, though? I need a shovel. Because we need to do a little bit of digging. There we go. Also, while I was offline, I increased our kelp yield, so we should be able to get our kelp a little bit faster. Like, I need another trident, but it's nice to kill these guys to get more copper. And that guy didn't drop any copper. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and get moving to the site of the 2 silos that we will be making. Yes, 2 of them! We are going to be replacing the farmland that is already in the village with 2 storage silos. So, let's go ahead and get started. I will be fast-forwarding this part a little bit. Alright, and now to do a little bit more surrounding this area, we kind of need some extra room here. Because one of the things that's interesting about farmland is that one water source is able to extend to 4 pieces of farmland in every direction. Doesn't matter if it is straight or diagonal. So long as it's 4 blocks, that farmland will become fertilizable, basically. So we're going to go ahead and grab a little more dirt. We'll take it from this area over here. And there we are, our first setup. A 9 by 9 plot of land. We will be doing the same for this plot over here, which will actually be tearing down completely. That way it is level with this ground here. Nothing of use. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill this in. Alright, there we go. The farmland is complete. Now, if you're wondering why I put the composters a block away, that is because the storage silo walls are going to be right here, while the beds are going to be right here, giving the illusion of a circle once we have completed the build, which we'll be doing in the next episode. And that is why I wanted the iron in the first place. The iron is going to be turned into hoppers, which will be collecting anything that the villagers collect from these two farms. I'm probably going to need a lot more, but it's the basic premise. I'm just going to get a lot of iron, turn them into hoppers, and they'll go underneath the farmland. Now, I probably could just make a bunch of hopper minecarts, but if a cart glitches, it could just stop mid-route. So we don't really want that. We're just going to have hoppers lining each one of these farmland spaces. Now, at the moment, due to this, it's going to encroach on this pathway, so we are going to redesign the roads in this village at a later date as well. But for now, we're going to be worrying about the storage silos themselves, since they are going to be layered. We'll probably just do one at a time, just to make sure that we have enough space for each of the villagers, which we definitely will. But we are going to need their beds. Alright, I think that's going to be all for today's video. I think I've held you all here long enough with my boring play style. We will get to some actual building in the next video, so if you would like to see us work on this storage silo project, stay tuned. Until then, this has been Drehan, and I am offline.